today's topic is safety while shooting photos out in the streets. And this is more so if you're out shooting by yourself. I found myself out shooting alone, which I often shoot alone. I always carry a camera with me, so I mean it just makes sense that I'm often shooting alone. Like I'll pull off the side of the road, get in my car, shoot a photo. There's times I'll just go out and shoot for a few hours by myself. I'll kind of travel around to the towns or go into the city or something like that. And it's important to know your surroundings. This footage that was shot was actually just this past Thursday or something like that. A few days ago, whatever it was. I was out shooting and I was, documenting the process of, photographing this location. And I'm usually pretty good about like my surroundings, but you can actually see in this clip that I'm actually kind of like, surprised that someone's there. They weren't close to me, but someone yelled towards me, and I was kind of surprised because I generally look around where I'm at, especially because some areas I'm in, not that they're extremely sketchy, but you can have a situation happen anywhere. So I was caught off guard, but again I was plenty away. It was without even like fully investigating my location. I knew no one was like right next to me. I was in a big open parking lot, and so I wasn't like any type of immediate danger. But as I said, you can tell that I immediately was alerted that something was going on. So I think for me the main thing is to read someone's body language, and also compare and just be self-aware of how you can handle something. Say if like someone's coming towards you, are you quick to get away, or do you have a chance of getting away? These types of things. So this guy said he watches over the property. Who knows if he does? He says his boss. Who knows if it's his boss? Who knows? That's irrelevant. Someone can make up stories, even if they're telling a true story. Regardless, he was fine. He ended up being fine with me photographing, and he mentions me to come, check this out, and I'm immediately thinking, one, there's two sides of me. One, there's the photographer. When I'm there, I'm like, okay, what kind of photos can I make? I always think that way. If a tornado comes and I'm driving, I'm probably gonna shoot photos of the tornado and then get away. So that's just how my brain's wired. But I was completely aware that okay, these buildings are abandoned. They've been abandoned. They are abandoned. This is this old lot. I was by a main road, like a busy road, so I wasn't too concerned. I just knew I couldn't get myself in a bad situation, and there's a few ways that you can avoid it. So the first thing that you want to do is keep a distance. There's footage of this. I'm actually a pretty good distance away. Even as he's talking to me, I'm always plenty away. If he tries to come at me, I'm out of the way. I'm gone. I'm always, and that's why the footage of this is so bad. I probably could have actually filmed a little bit better, but again, I was more on the alert side. Plus, I'm trying to get some photos while I'm at it. But so I'm keeping a distance. If he comes at me, I'm right. If he has like a weapon, like a gun, it doesn't matter if you're fast or whatever. If someone has a gun, it's just call that bad luck, But say if he wants to lunge at me, there's no way he could have got me. He's wearing these freaking flip-flops with socks on. There's just no chance. And always kind of behind him as well too. I'm always like this little step behind, because then there's that animation of him having to turn at me. Not like you don't want to be in front of someone. You don't want to lose sight of this person. So no matter where they're at, I'm like kind of hovering around like this. I'm always kind of in the offensive with a stranger like this. And another tip is being the assertive person in the conversation, even if you're not the one doing all of the talking. Especially strangers, and a lot of people, they like to tell their story. They want to be speaking. They want to tell you what's going on in their life. And actually, what helps when you're dealing with a stranger is encourage that. You ask them a question. You ask them the question. You ask them the question. You keep them talking. That brings their guard down on your, because again, I'm a random person too to this person, so it's this weird exchange. And if you're on the offensive in the conversation, that's actually gonna help you out a long way as well. And a good way to top that off is just confidence. You'll see at the very beginning, and I'll replay it, that I actually walk right up to him. Someone yells at me, I turn around, I start talking, and I'm going towards him. If you're acting kind of skittish, you could have someone take advantage. A lot can go wrong. you know, or they'll get in that defensive mode, like, why are you here, why this? But me, I'm creating conversation, and I'm looking at that person, I'm going towards that person, and you don't want to be like, and I don't mean that as in like, you know, aggressive. I was, you know, you want to be you want to have that kind of positive, you know, vibe. You want to assert that like positive information and the confidence toward that person, and that will again bring their guard down of wanting to be. It's a reflection. You know what I mean? They're going to reflect that right back. So if you kind of have that confidence and positivity, and I think some of it is also being like, oh, I like the look of this place. This looks cool. This looks great. And a lot of people don't think of things like that, especially like an old building. Like, and that's just another thing too, is give compliments of where you're at. Give compliments of things going on. Again, that's another positive reinforcement into what you're trying to do with a random stranger. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm making a lot more of these videos to complement the blog. Again, the blog is at bsmitty.com every day at 7 a.m. Go check it out. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.